Good morning. Almost set up here. Give me 1 second. I'm almost done sharing this now. Good morning. It's Wild Thursday. What a day we had yesterday. But most importantly, I think today is a matter of just being grateful, being thankful, and just accepting the reality that we have today, whatever it is, whether that's good or bad, and then improving from that reality. Because every day is a new day, and we get to do this all over again. And thanks to God, we get to be here. So I just wake up every morning feeling super excited about what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. And I remember with the days that I did not even want to wake up to go to work. And it was a struggle to wake up in those days. But I always knew that if I didn't struggle and if I didn't wake up, then I couldn't work towards whatever I wanted, right? So, all right. So very simple today. Why do I say very simple? Well, because it is. Give me a second here. So we got jobless numbers this morning at 8:30. I have no idea whether they were good or bad. But besides that, what I did know, and I actually left a message here on the chat. I don't remember, maybe 8 in the morning or something like that. As soon as I opened up the stream, I left that message there talking about this particular level here, 85.93 level. That's going to be a cluster of resistance. I don't know if we're going to go there right now. I mean, we're already kind of starting this dip, right? So we're kind of leaving that unattended right now. Currently, we're kind of on this like downward trend. We're breaking out down this flag. So I guess if I had to tell you something is that up here is a very key level of resistance, and we should not be in shock. Why? So this morning, I did not really like to get long here with the numbers. I was looking for a trade there. I was trying to, like yesterday where I was recording, but I mean, it was not a pretty setup altogether. Like, what was I gonna do? Get long here and expect for the breakout above 85? I know it's a very clear level of resistance. That is a cluster full of resistance. It's a magnet today, but look at this. I just don't know if we're gonna go there right here, right now, right? We do want to hit it. We want to test that level there, but how are we gonna do it is the main $1 million question. So I'm gonna be sticking to the main cup of tea setup, which is a trap to the downside below a level of support. I think that's gonna keep a lot of the guessing out of it this morning for me. And of course, if we do just want to rally from this 65 level all the way, continuing to push that 85, I might be looking for a short, but it would have to be around this like 88, 90 area, perhaps even like 91. I was gonna short here if we had pushed all the way up there with the numbers. Unfortunately, we only got up to 81.50. So there was no short for me there. I have to wait for my specific entry, right? Like my level. Why was I gonna get short 83 and then we easily rally to 93? That's a 10-point loss that I would have had to be sitting on because I don't want to take a loss knowing resistance is chilling right there, right? So pretty tricky, this numbers here. That's why I did not play them. I did not trade them. I just stayed out of it. I'm staying out of it right now. I do think that there's going to be some support down here. Obviously, you can see this level here right there. That's the kind of like the overnight, I think, low here. Yeah, overnight at 54 there. I do not expect that to hold. I mean, I would rather see it flush, to be honest, and maybe perhaps all the way down to that 37 level. I'm not really in love with that overnight low. It's a hit and miss sometimes. Yeah, that's why I would not want to be buying there. That's the overnight support, but overnight support could very easily fail. And after a major rally we had yesterday, we could very easily pull back and it would be very healthy for the market. So I'm gonna just sit tight and wait for something to happen in terms of maybe hitting some supports down here. Until then, I'm gonna be staying safe. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of my plan for now. Maybe wait for this 43 level down here. You might be wondering why 43. Well, I mean, all these levels are kind of in repetition all the time. Even 38. Yeah, I like 38. 35. But I want to show you this. I think understanding yesterday, you will understand today better. If you failed to understand yesterday, you will fail to understand today. It was such a gorgeous day yesterday. I'm actually ashamed that I didn't make even a shitload more money, but look at this here. You see that trap to the upside? That was the reversal there. That's where we ended up taking profit. I think somewhere here at this 95 level yesterday. Long from all the way down at the 70s, 75, I think. I was long yesterday. So over 20 points on that move yesterday. And then, yeah, we got that dip. So we had one trap set up, which was to the upside. And then we have this major dip over here, which that dip should not come into us to surprise to you where we dip and why we dip from there. Or sorry, why we bounce from there. It is pretty straightforward on a major scale. So we rally from there. That was trap number 2. And then this is what pisses me off sometimes. Like, look at that. It was such an easy long at the recovery. I did talk about, before I left on the stream yesterday, I talked about how this pullback that we were observing and watching as I was streaming was going to end at a reclaim of a major level of support, which was this 35.45 level. Once we reclaimed that level, that was it. It was game over. This becomes a major trap, a little bit on a macro scale. If I pulled up the bigger time frames, you would see that. So we have trapped officially to the downside. We do one up, and we have gone up. And yeah, we pushed up a lot. That's the kind of the problem I don't really like, that we have pushed up a lot. Because rug pull and, you know, pullback is imminent, and it could happen at any point. So again, if we were to have, let's assume that we were to have a major pullback today, right? Do you recall this 91 level, this 90 level that we were playing in for a while? I drew this on my stream yesterday. Do you remember this line? Well, this box here is going to be that resistance level that we were kind of hanging out for a few days below, trying to squeeze above it, some major breakouts above it, that all failed until yesterday. We have finally taken through that area. So this is now our major level of Jenga block, I would argue. Below here is the bear case that would come in. Below here is where I would be worried about the breakout that we are currently on. This 91, let's call it 90 to 93 level, right? Right here. So I know that this is far away from where we're at right now, but like I keep on repeating myself, if you don't understand yesterday, you will not understand today. So the same way that this 91 is far away, well, this 14 was far away as well. Come on, guys, you gotta really follow along with this 14 level. This was that overnight where I even talked about I was gonna get long here, right here after this little scoop up here, and we have this little kind of imbalance down there. We didn't even feel it, but anyways, we bounced from that 14, which was the overnight support, even above a little bit actually from 2 days ago. Not a coincidence at all. On a macro scale, that number does make sense. And today it's going to be this 92 level. So 92 is the major Jenga block. And of course, above there, we're going to have 02. I'm drawing these boxes for visual purposes for you to understand. Me, I know the levels, and I know if we get down there, I want to try the longs down here. So this is going to be major levels down here. This is all support. From this 93 to this 03 level is now officially support. Take this. Okay. And this is how I get my overall thesis on the days and how I can kind of stick with the trend, right? I know I'm giving you the long thought process that I'm going through today, but it will kind of conclude somewhere. So we have this major level down here, right? So this is our major level of support. The choo-choo train went up, okay? Now, this is the problem here. We have also this major level of cluster of resistance up here, okay? This 85 to 93 area, okay? Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. So we're hanging out at the top here right now, right? So when we're at the bottom here, it would have been pretty easy to be like, all right, let's take this long up here. We're going to look for the next push up. The problem right now is we're chilling right at this top of this range, and we could very easily kind of have this pullback here all the way to maybe 43, perhaps give a bounce, maybe go all the way down to this 28 and then 58 over here. That's the problem here. Well, of course, we can just basically rally. So the dilemma here is we're right here. So I would rather short this 85.93, which I was looking for when the numbers dropped. However, you can see there, it only got to 81.50. And don't tell me that this would have been a hindsight short. It is not. Let me pull up the big time frame for you. You should not be surprised about this level here. Like you should be like upset that we're back here again, because we should have trended lower, but we didn't. So we're all the way back up here. You can see this. This was a major cluster where we had that bull flag I kind of talked about. It was a failed bull flag up here, right there. We kind of failed. So anyways, this level down here is going to be a major level. It has been a major level since June 20th of this year. That was the previous all-time high. We got many dips below it. We got dips above it. We broke down. It's a very used up level. That's my point. And right now, this is definitely resistance. So I would argue, you're not going to like my answer, that we perhaps need to coil up inside something. So we probably need to coil up above this 54. This is the very bullish case I'm going to give you right now. We probably need to coil up above either 58 and 42. Okay. So maybe a little bit more of a dip. Maybe some more consolidation, some type of consolidation. And then get this squeeze going back up all the way through. That would probably be the only way that I see this actually going straight there. Now, where am I going to get long? Very simple. As I'm talking about, I'm waiting for some type of consolidation within this period, within this general area. So as I wait for this consolidation, all I need to do is see some type of dip and the reclaim of a particular level, which would happen to be 58. Or of course, if not, it would have to be 43. And then I'll be long this 43 level down here. It's one or the other. So 43 or 58. So if we were to get to 43, or anywhere like 54, actually, not 43. 54, 58, I will take the long of 58, looking for that move back up. Because at that point, I feel better knowing that we have kind of consolidated and we are probably ready for a little bit higher of a squeeze. That's my plan. Wait for the trap below 58 or below 43. I will not be trading without a trap. I will not be trading without a cluster of level of support getting flushed and then getting reclaimed. We can see this cluster over here, this 54, right? If we were to sell below here, reclaim this level there, boom, I want to be long. I know that these guys got taken out. Liquidity has been swept and the shorts are probably trapped at that point. So above here, could we rip right through it? Abso-freaking-lutely. This market is just, it's very bullish. But it could very easily pull back. After 120 points, I believe, rally yesterday, a pullback should not be, it shouldn't surprise you if it comes in. So I know that today doesn't sound very clear in terms of an easy overall day, and that's because it is not. Like if you look at the daily candles, look at this day we had yesterday. It is a very, very massive day. So usually when we have a big day of whether that's red or green, you can see that massive red day. We kind of consolidated there, right? We had a smaller red day, right? Then another red day kind of, but still pretty small relative to that one that had dumped. But could it go through? Absolutely. Look at this over here. I can give you examples of how market just kind of continues to push. That's why it's very difficult to buy after a major run like yesterday. The longs are FOMO and the shorts are risky for obvious reasons. You're shorting the choo-choo train. So your best friend is going to be the trap. My best friend is the trap. Until I see a trap, I'm staying out of it because it could be chop. It could be consolidation. We could basically ping inside a level here besides 72 and 58. Could I make money in there? Absolutely. You can. Absolutely 100%. I just don't know how to scalp the market like that, and I won't even attempt at doing it. So I know it's not really probably an answer you probably wanted to hear from me today, but I'm going to stay safe. I'm going to stay out of it for now. Plus, we are also on the new XFA, which we did pass yesterday as well. We're going to continue to grow that. This is the video I'll be posting up later about this account. You do not need over 100% win rate. Well, not over, that's impossible, right? But you do not need like over 80% or over 90%. You can see this here. We started this. Well, we started another one. That one I broke even on it. I was up like to 1800 and then I got down to below whatever it was, minus 200 on the combine. So I technically lost it, right? But then on this one, I did start up with a red day at 564, and then I went on to trade this for a total of 6 days. My winning days were 67%. My total average winning was just over 50%. So you do not actually need like a magical 80-90% win rate to pass and to be profitable, right? So over the span of 6 days, 54% win rate, I still managed to get the account above $3,000 on there, right? Or above 3,000 on the account, and get myself into another XFA. And my largest losing trade, this is where I want to point out, like this, don't get so caught up with it. Of course, I could have done better, right? And I did start off pretty good, but then it went down as the days decreased. But this is the magical thing right here. The largest losing trade I had was $287.80. The largest winning trade was $1,222, meaning it's multiple times larger than my average losing trade. And you can see here the average losing trade is about 157.80 on that combine, and 575 is the average winning trade. Now, why am I choosing to share this publicly with you here? It's because even though my win rate is not over something phenomenal, it's still a good enough win rate because I manage my losses effectively. If it was the other way around, I would have failed essentially, right? So this is the key here for, I think, traders to understand that you do not need 80% win rate. You just need to focus on how much you lose every single trade. If you can keep this number as low as possible, you can keep this as high as possible, you will succeed in a long-term scale. It's not a matter of this. If you win one day, you lose one day, but one day you lose, let's say 150, the other day you make, or whatever, you lose 227, then you make 1220. I mean, it's going to compound over the year, right? Well, you got to think in terms of the year, in terms of the week, in terms of the month, not in terms of the day. I know that sometimes if I'm red or if you're red, you might be like, no, I got to make it back. I need to, get back into it and I got to make more money. No, that is far from the truth. So over here, you can see this. We're pushing to 81.50. I would have been short probably around 88. Unfortunately, we never got there, so I cannot take that short there. But most importantly, I didn't know that this was resistance up here. This whole thing is one giant cluster of resistance. So I'm not getting overly excited when we're right below this resistance at 81.50 to take a long there. There's no way that I'll pull the trigger long there. Absolutely not. As I often will talk about, I would rather have let this thing squeeze, back test, and then I'm going to take the long looking for the move up. At that point, I know that we have broken through the resistance. I know that the market is done with this level. But as we're below, I mean, we could very easily then get denied there, as we did at 81.25. And now we're starting kind of like this trend, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high there. I don't trade like that. I'm just saying we're kind of starting some type of trend down, which is good for business because I want to buy the dip all the way at the bottom. I don't want to get long right below resistance. Come on. Got to zoom it out. Zoom out. Major level of support, which I don't know if we're going to test down there. This is a major level of support. Okay, right here. But we do have some other support right here. So below this 43, we're going to go down to the major level down there. And this shouldn't be a surprise to you. You should know this major level. We've been playing in this for days, all right? Days. And I have these boxes for illustration purposes so that you can kind of see them. You can see the top here. You can see the top there. You can see all this particular action at that level. It is not for me to actually remember. I keep saying that because one guy's like, oh, you need boxes to trade. I don't need boxes to trade. Just lines that I draw myself. Just going across. Because come on, I'm not going to remember physically every single number from like 300 points below or 100 points below. Look at my chart. Look at this thing. Does that look like I'm going to remember every level? No. All right, all right, all right. So the choo-choo train went up, but I'm going to wait for a little bit of a dip and then buy the dip. And even yesterday, talk about buying the dip. I think I gotta be one of the channels that talks about buying the dip and like how I'm pretty much always bullish. I'm always buying. I don't know if that's coincidence or what, but just 90% or 95% of my trades are all shorts. If I were to look at 10, maybe one is a short. And even yesterday, right, when I got that long here, let me talk to you about this for a second. We got the crystal ball indicator coming in soon. When I got this long of this 73 right here, right? I got long somewhere here yesterday. I ended up taking profit up here. This dip, okay, that whole dip got bought up. And it was a big dip. But again, it was still a buy. Ultimately on the trend, it was still a buy. Because the trend is pointing still up. Above here, I'll tell you something. If we break through this level today, I don't know if we will. I'm just saying if we do, we're going to set sail straight to the all-time highs. At that point, there's no other major level of resistance besides 56. Where is this? 56.69. Why 56.69? Well, come on, look at this. This is that top of that flag, the bull flag that we were in, and we got denied there multiple times. But I would expect that to break at that point. This would be one giant trap. And then that will break. We will be making new all-time highs. It's going to be like a cruise ship. Like just cruising all the way. Don't tell me how I knew. But if it happens, and if it happens, well, then it'll be hindsight again, won't it? You got to remember something. I've been trading for not a long, long time, but I mean, years full time now. And when this thing just for like 9 months straight, making new highs, people calling the top, making new highs, people calling the top. It's a repetitive pattern of losers trying to call the top. And I'm done with that crap. I'm done. I want to be a winner. We want to make new highs. Let's make new highs then, baby. Let me get long on the choo-choo train at least. Come on. Let me get long and I want to make money. I don't want to be trying to fade the top, but or at all-time highs, right? This is a clear level of resistance. That could be a potential trade there for me. That's not calling the top. That's just merely resistance there. But all-time highs, that's, I don't know. Where's my music? This thing is too toned down. All right, let's get the crystal ball indicator here. We're kind of just chilling right above 58 and below 72. Like I said, I'm not excited in this range here because, well, we can easily congest in there. After over 100-point rally, it would not be entirely bad for the market to congest a little bit. So this morning, I will be exercising what's called patience. Patience will keep me out of red. All right. Let's ask the magical question. Will we pump at market open? Not really. It's been wrong the last few days, so take that with a grain of salt. But, or I'm taking it with a grain of salt. It doesn't think we're going to pump. All right. All right. Will we break? Whoops. Will we break 55.85, 55.93 resistance today? No. I'm not gonna lie, Crystal Ball. I kind of agree with you on that. I mean, I hope not. It will be good for some congestion under. Okay. All right. All right. The crystal ball thing so far we're gonna be dumping, or we're not. Sorry, we're not gonna be pumping, and we're not gonna break through the resistance. So does this mean we will have chop at market open? Perhaps. Hey, the crystal ball aligns with my plan, I think, so far. Perhaps. So perhaps some chop. Perhaps we might not pump. And perhaps we might not break this level today. We'll see. I'm waiting for a dip. There's no way I'm buying here. Come on, we rallied 100, what was it, points? From the lows, 54.13. Oh my gosh. No way. How much was that? Like 100 and what, 30 points? Damn. Talk about a short squeeze, though. By the way, if you would like to share your plan, or if you have some thoughts, if you think I'm dead wrong by not trying to trade in this side, this range, you can let me know. You can feel free to share your thoughts. Or at least your plan. My plan is sit tight and wait for 43 to get hit. Or some type of dip and wait for a trap. I will not be trading this breakout here. Or this breakdown here. I want to see a trap. Getting a nice dip would be nice. Like if we sold off straight down, like that would be good. Not only is that good for the market, that is good because it gives us a better entry. Yesterday we closed at 55, 57. Keep that in mind. We do have a little bit of a gap to fill if we are going to fill it. 57. I got support at sitting at 58, so I would want that gap to fill completely at 57.25. So that's why I'm saying that maybe if we do get a dip, like maybe to like, I don't know, 54, reclaim 57, perhaps I'll take the long there. That would also complete the gap fill. I would not short just to go fill the gap. Like that is, in my opinion, that's guessing. Like if I'm going to guess that that gap's going to fill and we're going to break down here, honestly, I'll just take my money. I'll go to the casino. It's good. I like it there better. At least I can have a beer and enjoy my time while I'm there losing money. I need a haircut though, so let's come on, market. Let's start this dump so that we can get the pump. I want to leave. Want to go get this haircut. I want to leave. Come on, market. Dump. Dump. We closed that 55, 57. Keep that in mind. I am not shorting the choo-choo train. You try to short this thing, you get wrecked. I'll show you later on after the market open. If you try to short that 15, like, on a 15-minute candle, you, like, ugh. Just in general, it looks bad. Only that trap that we got after I took profit, that was the short there. All right, market's open for business. Let's see what we are gonna be doing. Do not be surprised if we're in for some chop after 130 plus point rally. It will not be entirely a bad thing for the market to consolidate. Do we have any more numbers to talk about? Jobless numbers already happened at 8:30. We got numbers at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. 30-year bond action, which I don't give a damn about. I'm definitely going to be out of here before then. So, yeah. Nothing to worry about, I guess. We almost filled the gap so far. The gap is still sitting at 57.75. Or sorry, 50, yeah, exactly. So we do need to get down a little bit more. Come on, yes. Dip a little bit more. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to exercise patience. So like I talked about, 58 is support. I'm not going to be buying it dead on. I need to see some type of trap. The trap is my best friend. I'm going to wait for that. But so far, 58, kind of working out. Fudge. I don't know, honestly. Like, as easy as 58 could give us a bounce, I just don't like it. It's too how do I say it? I like to buy the dip, right? I like to buy supports, but after 100 and let me get the exact number here. Look, don't make fun of me. I gotta do some math on this, all right? What the hell was I saying? 130 points. Yesterday we had 1.11% going up. We had almost a 200, over 200 points. From the low of yesterday, we pushed off 200 points. 54.1350 was the low. We got to a high of 55.68. Either way, it was a massive day. I want to see some type of trap. I need to see some, like, I know 58 is support. I'm worried about that level because it's the very first level of support. Come on, like, I'm not trying to expect or predict a pullback either. I gotta just play the levels maybe, but I'm always very cautious on first level of supports. After a day like yesterday, like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean go short. If I was gonna short, I already talked about this 85.93 area. That is the only short that I would have gotten into ahead of the numbers if we had pushed with the numbers here. But we only got to this 81. So I could have still been short there, but unfortunately it didn't push off to 85. I needed to get short at 85. So now I know that we attempted to hit that resistance, so now it's time to pull back. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna short it, if that makes sense. I only need one trade. I'm not here to make every single move in the market. Like, if the move is gonna be down, then up, down, then up. I don't need to get the down, then the up, then the down, then the up. I need to get the down to the Sorry, from the up to the down or the down to the up. Just one. I'm not overly interested until I see a trap. Like I said, we already tested this level twice now. We came back to it. I'm very worried about that level. That's why I'm not gonna bid it. I don't have high confidence in it. Could it work off that 58? Yes, but I'm not doing it. I've already been burned too many times on when I see the squeezes and then first levels of support. I'm here very excited trying to buy it, and boom, it just dumps. Experience. But it could also work too, though. 58 is support. It's right there. If I was in a combine, maybe I would have been long there, but not on the XFA. I need to see some traps, man. I gotta see something. So far, though, 58 kind of looking pretty good. I would have been at break even, chilling, but with a trap, I know that would be the real move. So I'm gonna just sit tight and wait. I'm more in love with 43. I'll put it that way. 43 is a higher level where I would feel better at. No wonder why I was feeling hot in here. My AC was like not even an AC. It was at like 20, I had 26. Because in the morning here it's pretty chilly. Not chilly, it's like 20 something degrees, 24. But in the room obviously gets hotter, so I don't like to have it too high. All right, so far 58 working out. Got, gosh, 68 almost, 10 points from that 58. Come on, guys, break it. Break 58. Like, it opens up opportunity if we break down there. Could I have been long 58? Yeah. Oh, man, this thing wants to go now, doesn't it? Well, that would have been almost an easy 10 points. 58. We're almost at 68. Crap. I'm not in love with the way it's looking, though. Like I said, I'm waiting for a trap. The trap is typically is my best friend because at that point I feel more confident in the move. You can see that's what happens when you have a level of support there. It just bounces, but it doesn't have a real trend. It could go, but I don't know. I'm staying out of it. Like I said, I'm not willing to buy this level of support here. Could I have scalped it? Probably, but nah. I would not be buying this 58 anymore. Like, it's already 2 bounces from there. You can see that. Too many. I'd rather see the flush, the reclaim. It's not looking good, though. We'll see. Pushing off it again. We're pushing off that 58 again. So far the chop theory is acting out perfectly. We're inside 58 as we talked about and below 72. Hopefully we don't go to 72 and we just go down, but I don't know. It could easily go squeeze through. I don't know. I think this thing wants to crack this. So it's difficult for me because even though I think we're going to crack it, I still want to short it up here. And again, another 58 bounce so far coming in. I think they're doing it on purpose. You can see that resistance support here. Whichever way we crack, we're probably going to head in that direction for a little while on a tiny micro scale, right? That's what I'm referring to. Doesn't mean that just because we crack to the downside, we're going to be on a downtrend or any means. And another reason why I think we're going to crack it is because whenever we bounce so many times like this from a support, it's getting used up. It's becoming weak, right? So this is good to see when you're getting short or you are short from higher, right? You do not want to be getting short here expecting the crack because it's going to come whenever you don't know. Whenever you think least that it's coming, that's when it's coming. So in other words, you want to see support hold once, push off to at least 72. If we had pushed off to like 72, got back down to like maybe 62, and somehow did that, that is good for the support level. But this is not good for it. They're trying to eat through that supply there. But see, like I said, I don't have an edge right now. Until I see a nice trap, I'm not doing nothing. Staying out of this. Good morning, Antonio. Believe it or not, I actually opened up the Discord yesterday. I have not launched it. I'm only starting to see the ends of it and like the different roles and types that I guess I'm gonna have or that you can have. I didn't know that you can have roles. I thought it was just like this community everybody just joins, right? But no, there's a lot more to it than just a chat room. So I'm gonna figure all those details out and obviously set it up nice. And then you were the one pretty much who came up with the idea, so I'll send you the link, and then I'll put it up publicly. It will be totally free for everybody. I'm not gonna charge nothing. You're never gonna get charged anything. I'm literally opening it up at the request of you guys. And again, like when I'm done with the live streams, I can always give you some levels that I'm looking at potentially, because sometimes I do trade where I'm not streaming. I'm not always streaming, right? Or sometimes like we can just keep in touch there with market related stuff and in general, like levels and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll be long overnight. You guys will be first to hear it. And I will not charge you anything. I'm not gonna send you signals. That's not at all the purpose or the intention of the community. It is genuinely a community so that we all can potentially learn from each other and grow as traders. It's as simple as that. Don't think that I'm going to be there sending you signals and charging you for them. That is not at all the reason for it. Zero. Yeah. We'll be launching that very soon. But now this over here, I mean, we're chilling right at 58. It's got to break, right? Look at that. Look at all those bounces from there. They want to crack this thing. All right, so we got a nice little dip to 56. That's 2 points below 58. I'm still not in love with it. I want to see 43, to be honest with you. And if we do get a trap, it would have to be deeper than that. At least 54, maybe even lower. But then again, the support is sitting right here. I'm going to wait. This is the first level of support. I'm going to sit tight. So as expected, it's kind of cracking. Or it is cracking. Let's see if 54 is going to hold. That's the overnight low. You can see that there. You can see this right here. It will come to no surprise if we do get a little bit of a pop off there. All right. Not even a pop off. It's just straight down. Wow, look at that. Oof. That's right. Health and honesty community. That's all that community will be. All right, so we're getting down to that magical 43 number. That's where I'm probably definitely interested to be getting long at. I just want to see if we can get a little, because it is selling pretty aggressively. So I'm not just going to buy it dead on, right? If we were selling slower, well, then that would be a little bit different story. But I'm going to wait for a little bit of a trap if we can get it. Again, typically 3 to 5 points below that level of 43. And then I'll be long at the reclaim of that level. This is good. Like, this is expected. This is normal. This is 100% normal. You could argue, why didn't I get short? I don't know. Trust me, I thought about it. I think about it many times. It's a dilemma I'm trying to sort out myself as a trader. It's just that I know that this is resistance here. And I just don't like to short when I don't get short at the levels that I pre-planned. I didn't plan to get short here or here. This is a trap to the upside. See that? Above that 78. It's a mild level, but still, it worked out in this case, right? Lower highs, it worked out. Like, it was a very bearish picture altogether. All right, so question now is, we got this level down here of support, 43. I will not touch this until 43 gets hit. And it's still... You can still pull back deeper than this level, but that's why I'm saying I'm going to wait for a trap. All right, we're getting to 42, 42. We got to, what was that low? 42.25. Come on, a little bit lower. I would have loved to see maybe like 40. What the fuck? Did you see that? The candle just printed an extra wick to the bottom. What was that? I didn't see that wick. Did you see that? Or was that me? Was that in my imagination? Price was up here, and it just printed another wick to the downside. Like, further. 41.75. I didn't see that. I don't know if you guys saw that, but... Or I don't know if that was my eye. All right, so we're back testing 43. I'm not going to get long here. I need to see at least 40 get hit. The reason I'm waiting further is because, come on, look at this. After 200-point rally, we could still sell deeper, and then I got the next level of support. So I'm going to sit tight, wait patiently. All right, so we've just hit 40. So again, not rushing into the position either, but we've just hit 40. Let's see how we're going to react here. All right, we're squeezing back above 43, but I want to see the candle close here if we can. We got 30 seconds left on the candle. Come on, close above 43, and then I'll probably take that long of 43. I just don't want to get faked out here on this thing. We got 15 seconds left on this candle. All right, we did close above it, and I did not hop on long. Shit. Because I wanted to get long 43. Let's see if it wants to come back and backtest 43. I'll get long 43. Fuck, the trap. So it's just I wanted to be patient, man. Oh. Oh my god, look at it. Oh. Crap. Oh my god, what? Fuck. Too patient, I guess, Leo. Oh my god, can you come on? How is it that the whole plan worked and I didn't freaking trade it? We saw that hit of 40. I said, I want to see 40 get hit. That's 3 to 5 points below the level of support. Oh my god. Well, it won't be the last. I look for these all day, every day. But, fuck, almost 10 points there instantly. Are you kidding? If I had hopped in long at 44, I shit you not, it would have backtested 43. Maybe even down to like 42. But because Papa Leo is not freaking long, just squeezes. My kids call me Papa Leo. That's why I said that. Don't worry, I'll go down to 31, 33. I mean, it could. But I'm not going to lie to you. This is looking pretty trendy move. That trap is down here right now. I should have been long down there. Fuck. Ugh. Come on, man. That was easy right there. Easy. Easy 10 points there. And it's still probably going to go all the way back to the 54. Maybe even 60. We'll see. Fuck, man. Come on. I know there'll be more. It's just I'm frustrated about like how perfect was that. Like we talked about this bounce from 40 or at least wanting or observing price at 40 and then getting back above 43. This is it. Like that's it. That's the setup there. That is it. Easy money right there. I want to see if we can congest here a little bit. Maybe we can get a little bit further of a pullback. That would be nice. The trap. I missed it. I missed the trap. Shit. It's okay. It's okay. That low of 43 probably be cemented a little bit better now. Come on, just pull back a little bit. Pull back, baby. Pull back. See what I mean? Like, look at this level over here, 58. It was getting used up, and now the bounces weren't very good from there, right? Look at this 43 now down here. It looks very different. It looks very different. Very different. Come on, yes. Dip a little bit. You were just dipping. Dip, dip, dip. I guess since I missed that, the only way I can get long is back above that 58. Because now the problem is we can consolidate below 54 and blah, 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 right? Below 54 and something like that. So that's why it's a good idea if ES comes back down. Just be careful because that could also be a failed bounce too now that I'm thinking about it. So just be cautious. Be cautious. I like 43. Come on, backtest 43, baby. Backtest it. I'm watching the 15-minute candle. We got 2 minutes left to close it. Come on, maybe we can get a nice dip to 43 on the 15-minute. Come on, ES, come on. Come on, ES. Crap. We're going for that 54 maybe. But come on, let's go down to 43 first. Yes. Go down 43. Backtest, we go up. I like that idea. Come on, baby. Come on. Come down 43. Get this candle to close at 43. NQ's ripping. I doubt we're gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be patient. If it wants to fill me, I'm willing to take the risk at 43. All right, the inevitable might be happening. We're going straight for 54 right now. Let's see. Fuck. I should have been long already. I should have been long already. What can I say? Could have, would have, should have. Now I'm worried if this thing wants to dump right through that low right now. Come on, just come fill me at 43. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. 43, my stop will be right below that candle there. Come on, come on. The dollar's showing some strength. Come on, ES. My gosh. I think I missed it. I fumbled it today. Easy trade. It was talking too much. Instead of talking too much, it's just freaking focus on the chart. This thing wants to go to 54. Hmm. Maybe I should walk away. I'm gonna go with some water. Like that may be my dip. I'm just getting worried now because all these like little bounces there. Should have gone straight to 54 already. If it comes back down to 43, it could potentially fail now. But let's see. I'll still be willing to give it a bid. Yeah, because we should have hit 54, but we have not. Hmm. I'm wondering if that resistance is gonna hold up and break this support now. Because of the shape it's particularly building and the fact that we have not hit 54 yet. But we'll see. Problem is I should have been long already. That's the problem. I'm gonna go get some water. I need a 2-minute break from this. I told you maybe if I left we would get a dip. Kinda did. All right, so now we have hit 54. You can see that, or whatever, at tick off 54. Now we hit 54. Now things are interesting. I still want to get long, but I gotta wait a little bit. I gotta wait for 43. If we're gonna get down filled, it's gotta be down there. If we squeeze right through 60, I gotta be long too because we'll be reclaiming this area back here. See this here? That's that level I'm talking about. It's a trickier trade, that reclaim of that one. They're trickier, but by trickier I mean they are trickier because they have some dips sometimes and they're annoying, but we'll see. We take back 60, we're going to that 72 and that 85. It hasn't happened yet though. So I'm not saying we're going there right now. At the take back of 60. But that's why it's very important to be long at the beginning of the trap, because this is the beginning. If we are going to go through 60, this is the entry right there. That's the beginning of the move. So now we're trying to trade inside of the leg of the move, if that makes sense. It's okay. Patience, patience. Patience. This is looking pretty bearish though, I gotta say. Or at least the shape we're making. Kind of bearish. So I'm gonna be cautious now because this is a pretty freaking bearish pattern here, but I don't like to trade patterns, you know that, but I'm always cautious of them. And no, it's not the bear flag, it's the fact that we've hit 54 and we're rolling over in this particular manner. What about you guys? You guys want to share your thoughts with me? I mean, Salkarin, I don't know if you're calling for 31 or 33 or like, yeah, in general, you're calling 31, 33 area. Do you think we're going to go there right now? Does anybody else want to put out a target? I'm still a buyer, but at 43. Or I want to be a buyer. Damn, this is looking pretty weird. Look at that shape. Oof. Ugh. We might just squeeze right through it though, but maybe if we get this failed dip towards the bounce of 43. Because I know everyone's thinking about this bear flag, right? So maybe if we fail the bear flag, we bounce up 43, then we get the real move to through the 60s. That could be pretty nice. That would be pretty nice. But that it fools everybody into thinking the bear flag worked. Or the bear flag might work, and then I'll be wrong in buying 43. Either way, come on, ES. Let's do something. Let's break 43. Let's break it down, move on down. Or we break back above 60, 58 area, and we're squeezing back up to that 72, 80. I should have been long already, guys. I'm really frustrated with a little bit of how things played out there. How perfect was that? I was talking about how I was waiting for a 40 bounce and reclaim of 43. Would have still been long. 11 plus points now, or 10 plus points, and it's looking like we're squeezing right to that 58 right now. Right idea. Fuck, I could. The market just needed to slap me in the face to get long, really. There's 58. All right, so if we reclaim 58, 60, that's another potential entry for me. It's a trickier entry because it could be a little bit more volatile, a little bit different. So we got to wait for some acceptance there. Because we're reclaiming a level of resistance, right? Right now, we were trying to buy the level of support. There's a key difference. We're buying the support with the trap versus buying a resistance that is getting reclaimed. So it's a little bit different take and view on both. They move structurally different. We're going straight for it. God damn it. Such an easy dip buy down there. All right, I think we're reclaiming this area. I want to get long 58 now if we can get a nice dip. Fuck me, man. Unbelievable. I don't even think I want to trade anymore, to be honest. How would I And people are gonna say it's hindsight. Focus, Leo, focus. Focus. Never mind the bullshit. You didn't buy it, we'll go cry about it another time. Right now, let's focus. We're reclaiming 60. I'm going to try to get long at this 58 if we can potentially get it. I think ultimately now the trap has been laid out. We're going back to that 72, potentially that 85 level. So I'm trying to get long at this 58 level, 60 area here if we can get a nice pullback. Don't do me like this, yes. Come on. Don't do it. Yeah. Fuck me, man. I'm still pissed off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at this. This is the trap right here. I talk about this fucking setup every day, man. Every fucking day. Ah. Every day. Weak hands today on my end. Weak hands. And I knew what happens here. If I had FOMO, not FOMO, if I had chased this short at, long at 58, it would have not had gone this fucking much. It would have pulled back and it would have dicked around that resistance. Today, straight fucking through. My God. Give me the trophy. I'll take it. The most successful, unsuccessful trader today. What the? That's what I get. And we're going straight for that 72. I love it. I love it. That was it. That was the dip, guys. That was it. I fucked up. I didn't buy it. We're late now to the party. Very late. I might end the stream. I can't do this. I can't just sit this thing print higher and higher. Knowing that I fucking should have been long from down here. Oh my God. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to try to get long 58. I don't know if it's going to top here, but we're going for this 85, 93 area. This is where we're going. If I was long, I would have put my signature on it. But because I'm not long, I'm not doing it. So I'm just saying, we want to go up here. This thing is, it's begging to go here. It's gonna go here. The trap has been laid out. We're late. I'm late to the party. It's fucking going right here now. Right there. I'm not long, so I'm deleting my signature. We're going straight there. I don't know how, but we're going there today. The trap's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Whoever got in, got in. Whoever didn't, fucked up. This is it right there. We talked about that exact same setup. I unfortunately was trying to get filled at 43 too particularly. We're that level. And then fucking low was 44. Unbelievable. This is it though. If you're not like, again, I'm upset, frustrated with the move, right? But it's not the first or last move. Tomorrow will be another one, but this is it right there. If you fail to realize that, like, I could have not talked it out even better. Maybe that was my problem, that I'm fucking talking too much. So this 40 level is where I wanted to see price bounce and reclaim 43. I should have been long instantly right there. And look at that. That is the beginning of this whole trend up. That's it. It could have been obviously not this fucking smooth. It could have gone like this. It could have gone anyhow. It really doesn't matter. The market is not something that we can predict how good or how easy it will move, but rather this is what I'm here to get myself in front of right there. And that's what I'm frustrated with about today. We're going straight up. I could probably take the long and still make money, but why? Like, I'm fucked up. Fuck me, man. I'm sorry if I'm spilling a little bit extra emotion. I'm just very frustrated because look at this fucking thing. Look at it. The day I'm waiting for a pullback is the day it doesn't fucking pull back. The day I hop on long, it fucking pulls back. It's going for 85. The target is 85. Whoever's trying to short here, just save it. Save your money. Send it to me instead. Okay? Save it. Seriously, save it. Don't short this fucking choo-choo train. Don't. Maybe 85, 93 might work. Maybe. And that's a big freaking maybe. And I mean maybe. Don't short this just because it looks very, like, look at this. Don't short it. Don't. The only way this thing pulls back or has any type of pullback is right at that fucking 85. That's it. If it doesn't pull back at 85, forget it. We're going to all-time highs. It's fucked up. I'm very frustrated. Because the reason, I guess, why I'm frustrated is because I know that I'm not a good scalper. Or I know that I'm not a good, like, I could get long here, make money, yeah. But I know I can't do that to myself, right? I need to trade the levels. And the level was down here. Even this 60-58 level, that was a trade. I said, if we get back above there, I want to get long. But I'm here waiting for the retest, right? Today is not retesting shit. It's just going straight through. So that's the problem I'm frustrated with. That how could I understand this so much and fail to fucking pull the trigger down here, yeah, up here, and I'm here waiting with the lousy entry at 58. I was looking for a long all day. Like I said, the more it dips, the better. I wanted to see this dip to at least down here. I don't know. Maybe that's another part I'm frustrated about. Today's the easiest day. Easiest day. Fuck. Well, now the best thing I can hope for is come on back down, baby, all the way down to 58. Which you tell me if you think you will. There are like there's no bears in this thing. Even this, I believe this was just nothing but the trap. It is the trap. This is the trap right there. This choo-choo train is going to 85. Fuck me. I gotta stop swearing. I'm sorry, but today I'm just frustrated with me. The easiest fucking day. And then I'll come here and I'll trade some bullshit sometimes. Wait for the dip. Look, I know it's not the last setup. I know it's not. I don't care. It's fine. It's just I talked out the entire thing. Instead of talking, I should have just longed. Well, hopefully we get some type of dip. Yeah, I'm gonna leave, I think. There's nothing for me here right now. Plus, now you know what happens. If I try to take a long here, the easy money is already pretty much made. If I try to take this long, it's not going to fucking work. I'm looking at this 72, right? This 72 reclaim here, but what am I going to do? Buy 72 and 85 is right there. Like, I had to be more aggressive today at that 43. If I get long here, expecting for this 72 to break the same way this 58 broke, I already know it's going to pull all the way back to like 64. But that was my issue here. That's why I'm like, I don't want to just get long here because it might pull back all the way to 54. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's still freaking going. Do not short this choo-choo train, please. Stay away from it. If you want to lose money, go to the casino and have a beer there. You're going to have a much better time. Shorting this thing here, you're just gambling, my friend. And I want to be a gambler with you too by taking this long right here. But if we're both going to gamble, let's just go to the casino. Tell me which one you're going. We'll have more fun there together. We should have been long here from the bottom. This setup here is the setup here. We talked about it. Don't fucking tell me it was hindsight. I don't know. If you say it was hindsight that we were going to bounce from there, I'll ban you. Swear. Not today. Don't. Even if you watch the stream later and you say, oh, you had like this was some type of hindsight here. Fuck out of here. I gotta take it easy, man. Let's focus on the now. Let's let go of that negative energy. Let it go. It's all right. Good thing is I keep on looking for these things, so it won't be the last one. So take it easy, man. Take it easy. Take it easy. My apologies for all that. It all came out. It's done, hopefully now. So now I'm going to look for, just wait for price to come on back down to 58. Hopefully I can get filled down there. 72 so far acting up as resistance. Right there. That's kind of like what I would thought that we were going to get down here at this particular level of 58, I should say. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I'm going to leave an order here placed. Limit buy at 58.25. Let's see if he wants to fill me. I'll even go 58.75 because sometimes, well, she won't go all the way down to 58 to fill me. So I'm going to let that be. And I'm just going to chill. If you guys want to, I don't know, tell me something. Tell me something. I'm not going to do nothing. This train's going to go up to 85. I'm going to try to get filled down there if it wants to fill me. Into something else. Even though I didn't catch it, you can't really argue with me that that trap is the setup there. That's the setup. And when I made that video, the reason why I talk about like hindsight people that tell me it's in hindsight, I made that that video that has 2,000 views and I'm talking about this trap consistently, right? In fact, that's what the video is about, the trap. And then they're talking to me about how it's hindsight. And it just frustrates me because every day I come here and I talk about the exact same thing, right? If they think it's hindsight trading, well, then why don't they come on the stream and then give me their levels, right? Like, give me their ideas. Like, when this dump was happening, I was willing to buy it down here. I talked about the whole thing. I didn't execute it. That's what I'm frustrated about. But rather, every day I'm looking for it. We nail the trades here with that trap, and then it's no hindsight. So how can you say that, like this trap is not the setup? We want to be at the forefront of this move. This move is caused by this. That is the beginning of that. And look at it to the upside. Even the upside is exactly the same thing, just upside down. You can see it right here. Squeeze through this minor level of resistance and gets back into it. And look at that. It began this wave of dip. You can see that. But again, where is the beginning? The beginning is right there. Where's the beginning of this reversal? Down there. So why try to trade inside here? By the time you're looking for a long here, trying to predict the candles, read the candles, and whatever bullshit indicator people use nowadays, I should have already been long from down here. Okay? Today it worked out beautifully if you got long there. But this setup here, how can I say is the best setup in the market in general? Because it fucking is. Look at the chart. I don't need to basically tell you about it. You can just look it up yourself. Look, that's the trap right here to the downside. So we reverse and we squeeze up. Okay? This is the trap to the upside. We reverse, we squeeze down. And then now, guess what we're hunting? We're hunting the stops above here. So now I don't even know if 85.93 is going to hold up as resistance when we get there, because we already did this pretty nice trap to the downside. But again, my job is to come here, get in here, And I want to preach and I want to show that this is the beginning of the trends. This is the beginning of the moves. Not this. This is bullshit here. This here is consolidating to go up. You should have already been long position ahead of that move. Right here, can this trend line break there work? Absolutely. Come on, anything's gonna fucking work on the long here right now. Anything. I could FOMO long this shit right now and it will probably work. Okay? And now I wouldn't need any indicator for it. But again, this is all one. Whenever this hits 85, this will be all one leg. This will be all one leg. All of it. So I'm hoping that we get some type of dip. Okay? Something. This will all be one leg. And there you go. That's taken me years to figure out. Years. And a lot of money. And I just told you it for free. Come on, 72. Do something. Let's get price down from here. Let's ping pong here, buddy. Let's ping pong. What do you guys think? We're going to break through that 72? It's clear resistance right now. I hope not. I hope we can backtest at least this major level down here. Come on, yes. Let's do one backtest. Get rallying. I would not want price to go back below 60. That's for sure. We need to leave this like it was done once. We tested it once. Forget about this level. Or that's what I would want. I would not want price to come back here. Nowhere near this box. Like that, we just simply backtest 58. We routinely check. Something like that. And then we go 85. That would be the perfect scenario, an entry for me. That's what I'm looking at. But knowing yes, it's just gonna whenever it feels like it. And that's the unfortunate part. This is what traders with some cojones do well. Because I know it's going up, right? We know we're gonna hit 85. Fucking 85 is gonna get hit. The question is, how are we gonna get hit 85? We could do it from here right now. We could do the back test and then go. Like, it's, I guess, infinite amount of possibilities. I like to pick one and kind of the best, safest entry for me, which is in the reality realm where we back test 58. If that makes sense. Come on, baby. Let's back test. Let me adjust this. All right, looks like we're starting to squeeze already right through that 72. Again, as expected, I would not be shorting this. Like I keep on telling you, do not short this thing. It's only going to squeeze up higher. We want straight to that 85, and then we'll see that will be the react zone from here. I know this is very key resistance there. Right here. I'm just thinking if it's going to actually work. I don't know. So you can see that 72, we squeezed above it, 3 to 5 points. So we got to 75 and we dip right back into it. That is looking like another trap to the upside now. You can see that there. We know that that's clear resistance. We got the push and now becoming the dip. So even on a micro scale, it looks the same. Look at that. Look at it. We'll see now if it has some type of, I guess you could say, wiggle room to get back down. Oof. Ooh, a little bit aggressive for me. Oh, shit. They filled me a little bit, not where I wanted to get filled at, but I wanted to drag my order even lower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wanted to drag my order a little bit lower, but that's okay. That's all right, baby. That's all right. Come on. Come on. If you're not confident in that 58, again, you can always go break even. I am thinking about it, but let's see if we can get some type of bounce from here. Come on, man. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Now we got to bounce from here. We got to bounce. We got to bounce. We got to bounce. Come on, yes. So look at that. Wick to the upside. Wick above 72. Got back into the range and off down we go. Now, can this support hold? Yes or not? Come on, it's got to react here quickly or else I'll be out of here. I got my 3-point stop chilling at 55. You can see that there. Come on, man. I don't want price to go back there. I do not want price to get back below 55 or anywhere near here. Like I said, if you're not overly confident, you can always take that break-even trade. It's never a bad idea. But right now, we got back testing 58. You can see that there. We bounced from 57.75. Chilling for now. If we get back above, I'm debating. I gotta be cautious. Be cautious. So far, we're being rewarded with patience for the patience. I could go break even here because remember, we got to bounce now. We need to get going. We cannot come back to this level. We need to break through that 72 right now. Or not. Like within the next couple minutes. You can see, look at this. Wick to the upside. Wick to the downside. We know that this is support. We know 58 is support. And we know 72 is resistance. So one of them's got to break now. We've trapped both ways. You can see this. Look at it. Wick to the upside. Wick to the downside. Come on. This is perfect. There's two traps laid out right now. One of them's going to win. So you got to be cautious. I'm leaning with the trend because the trend wants up. But, of course, we could still dip a little bit more. And that would be okay for the market. Come on, come on. We're up 450 already. I might lock it in at 72 if we get up there. Come on. A little bit more, yes. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's get squeezing right through this ducking level. Come on. 430. Come on. I want to take a little bit more on this. Come on, come on, come on. That'll be a good trade to start off with, I guess. Come on. We just got a breakthrough right there. Come on, baby. Do it. Do it, baby. Do it. 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 At least 500 on it. Come on. A little bit more. Let's get pumping. Let's get pumping. I'm debating to take profit here. We got to keep going. We got to get going. Come on. 72, baby. 72. I'll even take 71. Come on. Like I said, you can go break even if you're not in love with it because I'm kind of not in love with it right now. We should have got going off there. Come on. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. Let's break that 72. It would make things very interesting here. Come on, baby. Come on. Break, 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 break. Look, I'll even take 71, please. Pretty please, 71. We'll lock in 650, please. I only in on one. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm definitely not going red on this trade. So it's either going to go to that 71 quickly or I'm going to lock it in earlier. On and on and on. Come on, baby. Let's squeeze right through that. Come on. Go, 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 go. Go, baby, go. I'm debating. We got to get through that wick right here, right now. Come on. We got to get through that wick. We got to get through it. Really quickly, 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 quickly. Boom, 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 boom. 500 on it already. Come on, a little bit more. Shit. Come on. We're looking for more, yes. It's the beginning, first trade of the day. Come on. Come on, yes. We got to close above that wick for me to continue to hold. I don't want to look. Shit. Come on. Let's go. 72, baby. Come on. Squeeze it. Or else I'm going to just take it. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Come on. Don't tell me that. Let's just go, baby. Let's go. Don't do it like this. Just go. Let's go 72 and then we go 85. Come on. Come on. Come on, break through those wicks. Come on. Come on, there we go. Let's squeeze. Squeeze right here, right now. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. I might take it. Come on, squeeze, man. Squeeze. Squeeze. I might take it. Let me see. Come on. Come on. I take it. Too much. Whatever. I took it for $484 on the XFA, the one we're starting on today. You can see that right there. That's the one we are growing now to the magical padding that I love to see. Magical padding. Watch it pop right now through. I swear, yes. I just didn't like how we're getting denied there. That was the problem here. I'm like, wow, what are we going to back test again now? Like, either way, whatever. We'll start off the account with 485 is okay. Still a green day. We waited patiently for that 58. Don't call it hindsight, please. Pretty, please. Save yourself the stress. We're still not leaving that ducking 72, though. Huh. I think I took profit early, guys. Oh. I took profit early. Shit. Yep. Keep in mind, though, 72 is going to be some type of resistance. That's why I was looking for 71. I do think ultimately we break through there. If you do have a runner, or if you somehow are still long from the bottom down there, I congratulate you from that 40 level down here. But so far, you can see that. That's why I said you do not want to get long there or short. Just, it's better to wait. Patience. You saw my order entry there. I talked to you about all my entries, all my thought process. You can see my entries there, my exits on the XFAs, everything. There's really nothing for me to hide. And again, I just don't know what else I could do. Why you don't like to move your stops up following the trend? I've done it. The problem with me doing that is that I don't like to take break evens or partials. So for me, it's either like I get long 58, I take 72, right? However, price action sometimes can, like how we're choking up here right now, we might indicate for some chop. So means that if I don't take profit here, we could still very easily come on back down and kind of do something like this, right? So the way I see it is I might take profit here and wait for price to see if it wants to come back down. And I'll probably take another long just slightly above 58. I know it's kind of weird to explain, but basically I don't want to see the dip happen while I'm still long. And I was only long one. You're right. If I was with two contracts there, I would have taken one out here and I would have left one running all the way to like 78. But you're not wrong, though. You do see in me the mistakes that I do, right? Like I could probably still be in this and I should probably still be in it. But again, you get to see where I, as a trader, I'm improving and I'm trying to just find the ultimate system that works for me. So for me, it's get long here, try to take profit up here. With a runner, let it go, right? And it all depends on the price action we're getting. Like if we had ripped right through there with one candle, dipped and gone, I would have been willing to hold further. But I just was not in love with the way we were moving at that point in time. I know it sounds weird. But it's like a relationship that I have with ES. Or with any instrument that you will trade for a long time. I'm not saying we're going to pull back either. I'm not in love with it, and I just got to go with my intuition on it. If that makes sense. So I'd rather take the full profit there instead of like having my stop here and then having me trail me out and then only being up like 250 versus being up almost 500, right? And it's okay. Like, I know where to get long at. If we squeeze right through this, we back test, I take the long, we look for the move back up. So again, it's not that I don't know how to get long afterwards. Even here, I missed this trap, right? Think about it like this. I missed the trap. This is where I should have been long technically from, right here. We squeezed right through 58.60 and we never back tested. Remember? We were chilling up here and I was kind of going nuts. I had my entry right here, right? And look at that. It was perfect. Why did we bounce from there? It's not coincidence. Zero coincidence. So right now, if we were to squeeze right through 72, all I'll be doing is exactly the same thing I did down here, which is wait for the buy at 72, if that makes sense. All we're doing is we're pushing up the ladder, if that makes sense. And if we don't push up to the ladder, well, then we're going to probably come back and backtest 58. Exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been trading ES for a while now, right? And like when it's like this, moving like this, I should still be in it. You're right, because at the end of the day, I said I wanted to take profit at 71. I didn't commit to my target. But that could be also because my emotions are all over the place with missing out on the trap down here. I should not be up $500 today, okay? I should be up like $2,000 like the other day, but it is what it is. Either way, green is green. I forget, I lose grasp of the fact that I used to make $300 Canadian in a day, working 8 hours a day. And now I'm here bitching that I'm only up 500. Either way, look at that. That 58 play worked perfectly. Could have still been long. I don't know where that dip came from, though. I don't know if it was something or I don't know if there was numbers or some form, but either way, I'm grateful for that dip. I'm happy with it. It gave me that long entry there. Which is exactly what we were talking about, right? No hindsight. 58 was support. You can see this right here. Many bounces. We talked about this on market open. We were expecting the dump. We bounced from the next level of support. We reclaimed this level, and that's exactly what happens when we reclaim. We get the squeezes. As I always talk about, the squeezes could have been anywhere, really. 3 to 5 points. The back test, the long, looking for the continuation back up. So rinse and repeat. When we get back above 72, I'll be looking for the back test and then looking for the move continuation back up. Obviously, it does take a little bit of like, you got to read price, but you don't want to just get long right here. You see that long there? You got faked out there. If you got long expecting this breakout here, you just got faked out. And that's why I don't like trend lines. You can see that trend line there technically told you to get long. Well, your ass got dumped on there because it was resistance. And that's why I say below resistance, we don't want to get long. We want to wait for the proven pudding that we broke through it with strength. Like, look how this thing broke out. 3 to 5 points, got back into the range. That's not a breakout. Look at this 58. When it fucking broke out, you saw it here if you were here. It just ripped. Like, it, not 3 to 5 points back in the range. It just ducking ripped. So that tells me that we've broken through that level of resistance. So all I do is I sit patiently and I take the buy of 58, which is exactly what I did. Follow the plan, make money. That's it. Now the next part of the plan is probably walk away And I'm going to wait and see whenever that market wants to hit 85 because we're going to this 85. I don't think we came up all this way to not hit it. It might take time. We might consolidate still further, but. And you can see that it's moving very weird. Like, okay, it's not moving weird. We're still above 58, but it's just a very long time for me to hold because anything can happen here. We could easily come back down again. We could come back down to like 60. At which point I would consider potentially along at 60. But what I'm trying to say is that we could still kind of range bound inside this range here. Because now we're starting to build some type of pattern, some type of consolidation. You can see this very clearly now with this ping and pong inside this range now. There you go. Below 43 is when I would tell you that the Jenga block has fallen. The major support is failing, which means we need a deeper pullback, which doesn't put the picture bearish after a 200-point rally from yesterday. I mean, it's allowed to have one support break, right? But again, that would be where I would be thinking short. Below here, I'm thinking short because I want to look for the dip. Sorry, I'm looking for price to go on lower. Or to trend lower, I should say, to trend lower. This here at open, this is not a trend. If you got to really understand the difference between a trend and a pullback. This is a pullback. That is not a trend. We are back into buy the dip regime. Just understanding where price wants to go, you can fuck up a lot. But just understanding where price wants to go will somehow inevitably give you setups and you will get yourself in the green. But either way, this is a like a hybrid setup like the back test. So I have three setups like I talk about. The traps, which is the primary, like that's the juice. That's the meat of the move. If you're gonna learn one thing, learn the trap. Number 2 is the back test. We squeeze through the resistance and then we back test the resistance. That's a second setup right there. And then the third and final setup is called the breakdown, which has got to be a cluster of lows that needs to break down. So for example, right here, you see this level of support here? Boom, boom, boom. It was it was acting as support. And typically what we will do is we will break down, squeeze, one final squeeze, and then fully break down. And then at that point, we trend lower. That is the beginning of the trend lower. Those are the 3 setups that I trade. The breakdown is the hardest. The absolute hardest by far. I don't even know how to do them 100%, to be honest with you, okay? Or, of course, you could always short resistances, which I do from time to time. They are easier. Correct. Dips and rips, and look at that. We took profit early. Pushing my stop up would have done me good today. I took profit early. Oh my gosh, we're at 71. We're looking for the break of 72 now. I don't know. Again, you don't want to expect the resistance to break. So I would be taking profit here if I was still in it. Even though it looks like we're going to break through it, I just would not hold and expect for it. Because at that point, you're expecting. The trade is 58 long, 72 profit take. But my fills weren't the greatest, so I would have taken it at 71. But I even took it early. My mistake there, but whatever. Like I said, it's not the last setup that I'll see. And you can see that there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You do not want to expect for resistance to break. You need to take profit because this thing could still chop inside this range. So you need to just lock it in, lock it down. It looked like we were going to squeeze right through it for a second, and now we're back down to, we got down to 62. And we could still go all the way down as long as 58 holds. I don't know why I lost it like that. I feel like a newbie, like as if I was never going to get another setup. My apologies on that. I did lose it. I lost my temper a little bit. But like I say, with this live stream, you can see everything I do good, everything I do bad. And I'm not going to delete anything. They all stay up. And maybe in my wrongdoing, you can see what not to do, right? But at the end of the day, as long as you're green, as long as you're making money, I'm happy for you. We just got this XFA yesterday, as I told you. We got it activated, top step. They should do something about that activation fee. It's annoying, but whatever. We already made more than we paid for the combine and the XFA activation fee just today alone. So the combine costs you, I think, $50. The activation is $150. That's 200, or just under 200 bucks. See, that's why I would have taken profit at 71, because imagine I'm up here, like, let's say 600, and then I would have broken even or worse. Like, we would have gone to whatever. I would have made 100 or 200. I would have been like, shit, I should have been up 600, right? That's why I just locked it down. Like I said, I'm just, the way it's moving right now, we're in a consolidation pattern. I think we need to congest a little bit further. Plus, the market knows that we are inside of under this major level of resistance here, right? So we need to gather some more traps here before we can get going. I'm not buying this level right now. We already bought it there. Again, you saw what happened yesterday when I tried to buy the same level 2 times. One worked, one didn't. So I would need to see another trap even further, but potentially we might be in to backtest this 43 now. We might be wanting to backtest 43. It is unattended business. We haven't backtested it. But again, if you would just look at the market like this, you got 72 resistance, you have 42 support. You can kind of ignore this cluster in the middle here. Right there. We're in a consolidation period right before a major level of resistance. And we knew resistance was 72. Look at that 72 acting up beautiful as resistance. Beautiful. I just don't short the choo-choo train, but just knowing resistance is there, it keeps me away from guessing how much more, where not to take profit and stuff like that. Do I expect it to break ultimately? Yes. But it will do it whenever the market is ready. Whenever the market's ready, that's when the move will happen. Right now, we need to view the market as pinging and ponging inside of this range. It's building structure. It wants to build structure between this range here. So the market kind of does those ranges. You got the big macro levels, you have medium range levels, and then you have your daily levels, which would be that 43, which is where I wanted to get long. Resistance being 72 today. Right there. It would be good, actually, if today we don't even break that 85. The crystal ball is kind of right on this. If we can somehow just consolidate here all day, that would set up a very interesting Friday. But we'll see. I don't know. So far, it looks like another little micro trap here. We broke down those lows. We got the reclaim of these lows here. We're looking like we're squeezing back up. Either way, we already traded this level. I'm no longer interested in buying down here. If we do get back testing 43, I would be taking a long up down there. Because it's still unattended business. We haven't tested that level yet. And see what I love about technical analysis? Like, I can talk about levels. I'm here listening to myself. I'm like, does anybody even understand what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not trying to call you stupid. I'm trying to say that like, do I explain myself correctly? That's what I'm here wondering. Because I'm always here, like, I'm thinking out loud, and I'm like, look at that 72. You see 58. Back test 43. Like, we're still inside these ranges of 43, 58, 72, and now 85 being the current resistance and the magnet in the market right now. So I'm like, do people even understand what I mean? The magnet is 85, though. We know this. If tomorrow we're at 85 or chilling under it, or we squeeze through 85 today, you should not be surprised. As long as 43 continues to hold, this choo-choo train went up. And every dip above 43 should be getting bought up. We already bought one. Look at the other one. We passed up on it, but let's see how far it can go. Maybe we go 65 and then we roll over, and then we kind of do this, that, and then we kind of reverse, and then there. Many ways to trade. But the way I view it, really, there's only two. Remember I told you the short here and the long down here. That's it. And how we're going to get to 85 is all one leg. Because the beginning of this whole trend up is right here. And if you don't understand how you get yourself involved inside of these trades right here, you're missing out. And anybody that wants to call me a hindsight because I know to buy down there, save it. I got 3 kids and I barely got patience for them sometimes. I come here every single morning and I talk about major levels that are important in the marketplace. And they always tend to hold up, and then we squeeze up, which is what we preach here. We buy the dip, we go with it. We go with the trend. We want to be winners. I talk levels. I like it. I like support resistance. Look at that dip. 58. How did I know to get long there? I just do. Get a nice bounce. 72 is resistance. Look at that reaction zone over 72. Just under it. Get a nice dip. But again, I'm not going to sit here and trade every single little bit. Look, like every single little trap. Every single little short. Like, no. For me, it's about understanding the levels, where to engage in the market, and where not to. Once you understand that, you will get around this guessing game. All right, I think I'm done for today. I'm going to be walking away green happily, and I'm going to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Fresh Cash Friday, and I'm already excited for it. I'm going to go get a haircut. Like I keep on telling you, stay away from trying to pick tops. Stay away from trying to short the choo-choo train. We know above 43, it's long city. Long city above there. That doesn't mean buy every single, red candle. We got to understand where to buy at. But again, the trend is pointing up. Very clearly up. So until that 43 does not break, we're nowhere near bearish. And every dip here is just setting up the ultimate congestion so that we can break through this 85. You can see this on a big time frame. 85 is a big resistance level, which should come to no surprise to why we're back testing this level. We broke down, we squeeze right back. The question is, are we going to reclaim that 85? If we get denied there, we could potentially start rolling over back down, and then we would need to break down these lows at 53.91 to prove that the trend is changing, that we're trending lower. Right now, we are not. Okay, Look at this dip. This massive dip got bought up. All we did was create a lower high. See that low? Or sorry, higher low. Either way, we're bullish. So I'm going to walk. Thank you all for tuning in. I am going to be starting that Discord, which again will be totally free for everybody. We're going to be bouncing ideas there all day, every day, and talking about support and resistance. If you're not like trading support and resistance, and I would say probably that community will not be for you, because we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about levels like I'm talking right now, 43, 85. And I'm not going to engage the market inside of this particular area. Only if you're long from this 58 reclaim, then you can be looking for the break through 72. So even this turned out to be a trap here. Below 58, we broke down these lows here. My point is, we want to talk technical analysis in that community. And if you're not trading with technical analysis, you can come on and you're welcome to learn for sure. Or you're welcome to come and express any questions or whatever you want to talk about. Just keep it within technical analysis. I don't want to like talk too much about like footprint candles and stuff like that. You can talk about it if you want, but I just won't give you my opinion because I don't trade like that. I can't really give you any benefit like that. But so I'll be starting up that probably potentially next week. I want to take it the weekend and kind of get everything down pat, and of course do some video for it, so it's like an official launch type of thing. And we'll see. Might be a little bit slow at first, but either way, we're here to grow up with a community of like-minded traders. So sometimes less is better than more, right? Because having more members that are talking about a bunch of nonsense could be worse. So I'm going to walk away. We took one trade all day. Either way, money is money. Can't complain. And yesterday was amazing too. Like, I think that yesterday kind of got to me too. Like making over 2,000, you're like, fudge. Today I'm only making 500. But then you forget. You start to forget. Like it's pretty good. And no, I'm not talking about the combine. The combine, that was another. I'm talking about real money, right? The combine. If you're adding the combine profits, then that's more. But I don't really count the combines as profit because, well, I can't cash that out, can I? So I'm gonna walk away. I am done. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. I hope I provided some value to you today, showing you at least that trap to the downside. I was talking too much. I should have just bought it. But anyways, so we're in this type of consolidation pattern. We're going to probably break the 72, maybe with the 350 algo. We'll see. As long as 43 continues to hold that, 85 hopefully gets tested. So, yeah. Peace.